That's why I think he got through his illness so quickly, and they've supported him to get him back on the dartboard. Because he can be a bit lazy, Ken Dennis Nige. He is a person that you really have to push on that practice board to get him back in the form.
We know how much it means to Danny King on a big stage. And Dennis's family out in force tonight, supporting their dad.
Well, he won't worry too much that he's missed a treble there, because Danny King is a long way off. But I'll tell you what, at 180 or 140 will soon put some pressure on. And it's these early legs where, you know, the qualifiers have got to try and get into the game. They can't let a seasoned pro like Dennis get 2 or 3 legs up, because then you can't see him coming back. But, Dennis now 20 for double top for the first leg.
Tops for Priestley. Keeping his cool, going for double 10 now to take the early lead. Middle of the bed from Dennis Priestley. 1-0 up. And that goes with the throw. And with this short format, first to 6 legs, remember, wins the game. And Danny King knows he can't afford to concede against the throw here. Priestley looking to build on that decent start from him.
Dennis don't mind switching as soon as that dart's covered it. You see him switch. As we see Dennis's release there, I mean, it's not changed in the 20 years I've known him. And the different thing about Dennis's release, Nige, is that his hand and his palm actually goes to the right, where every other dart player comes to the left. And that's because the actual dart is in his finger. The point of the dart rests in his finger, and he has to get the hand out of the way.
Perfect analysis from Rod Harrington.
There, you can see it. It's right in that finger, so he has to get his hand to the right, get that finger out of the way, otherwise it'll go all over the place. And Dennis knows that, and I think he's the only player that his hand and his palm goes to the right.
Desperate for a good performance on the big stage at the Reebok Stadium in Bolton. The first round of the UK Open, the first of 4 days. And all building up to a crescendo on Sunday. Priestley full of concentration. A good start.
Two bad darts there from Dennis. He's not happy. You can see his second dart coming. Just caught the flight and deflected in the 5. Won't be too worried about that, but the third one he won't be happy with. Danny King is filling this up.
130.
Looks like he's throwing a Bob Anderson dart there, but sometimes these players, they just get a little bit quick, Nige. You know, you had 2 perfect first darts there, his first and second dart, just a bit quick. You know, sometimes just check yourself, big deep breath, and then come in. You know, you're missing big numbers. When it gets down to that double, that's either having a dart at a double or not.
60.
Well, King looking for a big visit to the board here to try and put pressure on Priestley, but needed that treble 20 towards the end. But Dennis will feel that he can gain some control in this game with a big visit this time.
What he mustn't do, boy King, is get frustrated with his throw.
60.
He's just got to go up there and relax, play his own game, try and forget who he's playing. All he needs is a big score here, and he should get a dart at a double. He'll stay there, I think. Oh, that's a great setup, Nige. He's going to have a chance, I think.
Yeah, beautifully done by Danny King. Priestley under pressure here now, and knows that has to take this out, the 137. But Danny King is going to have the chance now to level matters with the second leg of the game. His first one with the throw. Danny King, double 6 for 1 apiece against Priestley. Threes.
9.
Well, yeah, a big chance there. You can't afford to miss them. Because you know Priestley is probably not going to miss this. This is what Dennis was so good at in his heyday. These double shots out. He never used to let you off. And is he going to let Danny King off?
For 2-0 against the throw.
In charge in the second leg, Dennis Priestley.
And the legend, Dennis Priestley, goes 2-0 ahead. And that could prove decisive even at this early stage of the game. First to 6. Danny King will be bitterly disappointed. He was in a decent position there. He's already had 3 shots at the double, Danny King, but Priestley has punished him. 2-0 ahead, and if it goes with the throw here,
140.
He'll be in a commanding position, and that was a good visit to the board as well from Priestley.
Yeah, if Dennis can hold his throw, he'll be 3-0 up. He'll only be 1 break up, but psychologically, 3-0 up really does get in your head. And of course, as I said before, you know, a young man, his first time on the big stage, there's a lot of draws he would have looked at. Now he's like all the dart players look at the draw and think, why couldn't I have had an easier draw? And he's got one of the most experienced players in the world.
Look at the way he's going, Priestley. He's relentless. He's just going at it. Ton 40, ton 40. He's playing well now, stepping up. And a model of consistency in this leg.
21.
Dennis and Danny King at the moment can't get his game together. Priestley up to 80 with his average.
Dennis miles ahead in this leg. He won't give this leg up. He'll go into a 3-0 lead. And this young man really hasn't got the experience, but we all started off in the game, Nige. We all got beaten on the big stage in the early days.
Dennis required 137.
50% success rate of the double so far. Dennis Priestley looking to set himself up now for a 3-0 lead.